Let me explain a little bit about the unique features of this model. If we move here to the nose dome, you find that there is a gap. We have opened the nose dome because we want to take out the prop. The prop is folded away inside, and it is a two-blade prop. As soon as you start the engine, the blades come out, one on each side, and start the engine, ignition, and it fires away. If you don't want to use the prop, you fold it back into the nose, and you push the nose cap shut from inside with a lever, and that is all. The prop is a variable pitch prop in very, very fine position when you want to take off with a maximum of power. And as you climb out, you throw a switch, and the pitch changes to coarse. It gives you 140 knots in cruise on 5 odd gallons of fuel. That is something. Once you go on that, with that speed, you have about 31 usable gallons in the fuel tanks. You go more than 900 miles. Just move along a little bit, and we have a look at the undercarriage. The undercarriage is electrically actuated, and it folds away at the same time as the air inlets, cooling, and it is a very slick, high-performance motor glider, 50-to-1 glide ratio. If we move now into the cockpit, you'll find it looks like a luxury car. It has all the levers you normally find in a high-performance piston-engined aeroplane, plus a gliding computer to get you to the best performance you need in soaring. It looks a little bit confusing for the pure soaring pilot because there are so many buttons, so many knobs, so many indicators that any power pilot would find himself very much at home very quickly. The seats are leather. There's a heated cabin.
This little thing on the side.
And the canopy folds shut to give you a very smooth ride. Now remember, I said the engine is in the back here. It is a Bombardier Rotax 914 modified engine, turbocharged, to fit into this aeroplane. Sitting behind the pilots, you have a very comfortable, silent ride. It's not noisy at all. Okay, now let's take a walk. It's a long walk because we go all the way out on the leading edge, along the wing. It is a 75 feet wingspan. Very long. We're still not there. We're still not there. And that is why we get this performance. 50-to-1 glide ratio because we have our wing, and if you now turn and look back, you will see that you're very far away. That's what makes into a high-performance sailplane. Okay, another feature here is the winglet with strobe lights and position lights, so you can fly even when it gets a little bit dark and people see you. And the form of the winglet makes that in high-speed flight you create a vortex which reduces the drag that would normally form at the wingtips. So you get a bit of better performance out of it. Here, let's move over to the flaperons. They are full length of the wing. Not just little ailerons out of the wing, but flaps and ailerons together, which allows you to modify the angle from positive to negative which you normally don't find in a motorized plane. It's typically sailplane to have negative flap settings, which means it just brings the nose down a little bit, and so you can fly faster all along. Okay, we're coming back to the fuselage, and you see at the turtle deck that you have solar cells. Solar cells help to power the auxiliary battery which you need when the power is off and you want to have your instruments on. You don't use the main battery which you need to fire up the engine once you want to go back after soaring. Here we look at something which is again unique. A wing folding mechanism that allows you as a person who doesn't need to be strong, pick up the wing, walk it around. Don't do it now because there's not enough space here in the exhibition. And fold the wing back into the main wing, and you get the same wing spanners on the other side. This wing folding mechanism means that you need not much more space than a Cessna 172 and you fit in a standard T hangar, which is a unique feature as well. You also can taxi with the wings folded if you are in a row of hangars and the space between the rows is restricted. You taxi out with the wings folded to the apron close to the tower, stop the engine, fold the wing back into the main wing. It takes about 45 seconds for one person each side, and then you're off. It actually means if you are a busy man or woman and around about noontime you look up into the sky from your office and see, oh, we have soaring conditions. You know, you drive out to the airport, you open the hangar door, and within 45 minutes you're airborne. You don't have to arrange for a tow plane, you don't have to wait in line until it's your turn. You're off at your will, and you know exactly when you're done. In 45 minutes you have everything squared away, back on the road home in time for dinner. Okay. We come to the tailplane. This is standard, as they all are in modern aeroplanes, sailing planes now. The T-tail configuration and fully steerable tail wheel. Okay, let's go over to the folded wing. You can see the glossy, fine finish that you find only in very, very expensive pieces of equipment. And it takes a long time to polish them up to that shine and make it look like a mirror. Okay, we come to the folded one, which we fold out just for demo purposes. And as we move around, you see the structure. What is black is the wing spar cap, and black with fiber in between. And here is the unique wing folding mechanism, which articulates as an arm, goes back into the wing, and here is the locking nut. It's a huge bolt which comes in like this, and once it is in, you see the security mechanism falling in place. You sit in the cockpit, do your final check at the threshold, and you see that that pin is not visible, you know you're okay. You only have to connect the Canon connector for the lights, and on this side here, the ailerons with a so-called hotelier clip. Very easy to do, and we have taken care to really make it easy for everyone to be able to operate that airplane when he or she likes, without delay, without hassle. And that concludes the tour around the world famous Stemme S-10 motorglider. Thank you.